Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know? What messages does the universe want to share with all of us today, please? I hurt the one person that I love more than anyone, and I'm sorry. Okay, we have a lot going on here in this card today, guys. It says so much. First of all, it says that your person loves you more than they have ever loved anyone. And that is a truth that is coming from deep within the heart and soul of this person. And they perhaps didn't tell you how they felt, and they are sorry for that as well, and they know that it hurt you, and they have regret for this, and so many other regrets as well. Your person is acknowledging that the way that they acted towards you was not mature. They are saying that they should have done so much better for you, with you, by you, and they are so very sorry for how they acted and how they treated you when the two of you were together. They are acknowledging that they hurt you. They could see the look on your face when they said those harsh, hurtful words to you that perhaps even were very crushing to your soul. And they feel the heavy weight of that, like this agonizing pain within their own heart, because they know that they should have treated you and this relationship with so much more respect than they did. They are feeling the heavy weight of all of this as well, because they truly love you more than they have ever loved anyone, and they are being able to start expressing this to you. They want to come out of the shadows that they have been in. They want to come out of their hiding. They want to come out into the light again and start talking to you and telling you how they feel about you. But most importantly, what I'm hearing is this person wants to apologize to you. They know that they need to ask you to forgive them, and they want to do it in a very big way. They don't just want to make it meaningless. They want to explain everything to you so you have your own understanding, so that you have your own clarity, so that you know why they acted and behaved the ways that they did that hurt you, that broke your heart and their own heart in the process, by the way, because they have awakened now to what they have done and how they have brought so much heartache and heartbreak into both of your lives. And they have grown up because they are taking responsibility and accountability for these things that they did wrong, which is why they want to apologize. I never should have left. Well, no. My heart is broken. Well, as I said, I do feel that your person is dealing with their own heartache. And, many times we have to experience this kind of heartache and heartbreak to really awaken us to what we have lost, to what we have ruined, to the damage that we've caused to other people, to the damage that we've caused to a relationship that is as powerful and beautiful as this one, but also to the damage that we caused to ourselves. And your person is acknowledging that they've got no one to blame but themselves, because for most of you out there, your person is the one that blew this connection up because of their fears, because they weren't ready, because they had commitment phobias, because your person knew that when the two of you first met one another, that this was it, that you were the one, and that this was going to be a long-term partnership. And they are acknowledging that here by saying, I love you more than anyone. I love you more than anyone. This is what is coming in from your person. And they knew that in the moment the two of you first met. It was like the earth shifted and the stars aligned and the angels sang when the two of you were first standing there face to face looking at each other, perhaps at your first meeting, perhaps just staring into each other's eyes, perhaps getting ready for a first kiss. Your person knew that you were the one, and they felt that deep within their heart and within their soul, and it was real for them in that moment. And it still is very real for this person as well, just like it is for you. But they were not ready for this relationship. They knew that it was something significant. They knew that it was going to go long term, and they could see their future rolling out and unfolding right before their eyes, but they knew that they had to do something first. And they had to grow up so that they could be accountable and responsible to you and to this relationship, but also to the universe and themselves, because they can see now during the time that you have been away from each other, because they are dealing with their own heartache and heartbreak, that this connection is a destined or fated connection, that something powerful happened in their life when the two of you first met, and your person is having to work through all of their issues, and perhaps for some of you as well, they are having to deal with a dark night of the soul because their heart is broken. And the only way, you guys know, the only way to go through a dark night of the soul is to actually go through it. You can't escape it. You can't go around it. You can't take a detour when you're going through a dark night of the soul. You have to go through it, and you have to feel all of it, because by feeling it, it gives you the power to heal it. And this is what your person is saying as well. I broke my own heart when I left you, and I am having to heal this because I don't feel complete without you in my life. I have so many regrets. Well, I do feel that this person, your person, does have a lot of regrets. I have to make that straight, guys. It's some sort of weird OCD thing that I have, that it has to be even. Okay. Your person regrets things that they said to you that hurt you. They regret bringing drama into this relationship that they know they shouldn't have done, and they know it was unnecessary, but yet they did it. They regret having toxic and dysfunctional behaviors, and perhaps even habits. They regret hurting you. They regret saying those words that were so very soul-crushing to you. They regret not having you in their life. They regret breaking your heart. They regret breaking their own heart and everything else that goes along with it. They also are able to say, I regret not being ready for this relationship. I regret not being ready for you and for this love, but you came at me out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting it, and I felt this love explode within my heart, and while it felt good and warm and so happy and sparkly in that moment when we were spending time together, I could see what was happening, and I wasn't ready for you. I regret not being ready for you by not healing all of these things from the past that I have been dragging around with me, these old emotional wounds, baggage, emotional baggage, and I am working through all of this now so that I can get rid of it once and for all, so it never negatively impacts our relationship or our connection ever again, because I need to be rid of all of these things. I want to get rid of things that are no longer serving me, that are no longer part of my life, and that certainly don't belong in my life, because I can see and understand now that by running from you, I broke your heart, but also mine. And I should not have broken the heart of the person that I love more than anyone. And I am so sorry, and I am hoping you are going to be able to forgive me and give me this chance and this opportunity to start over. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know about this person and this connection, please? The dynamic between us needs more balance, because I need to give more. And I feel that what your person is saying here also is that they can see how they took you for granted. And perhaps your person did give more in the beginning when the two of you were first spending time together, and then they started slacking off. Or perhaps for some of you as well, your person never did any giving to you because you are by nature so very loving and giving to this person. It's just the nature of who you are. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It's actually you're a blessing in this person's life for being so giving and loving to them. But they are able to see that they needed to return all of the things that you did for them. They need to lift you up. They need to support you. They need to be more loving. They need to be more expressive and affectionate. They need to have more compassion for you and empathy. They need to understand you. And they are saying here, I am so sorry. I took you for granted. I did not mean to do that, but I was so overwhelmed with what was happening between the two of us. I just stepped back and allowed things to happen the way that they did. And you know, sometimes, guys, when we're in these kind of connections and we truly care about someone, we do want to give to them. And that is okay, because that is the nature of who you are, because you are a very compassionate, loving person. Yes, you guys watching the reading, but your person needs to return, and they need to reciprocate, because they know that you were doing the heavy lifting in this relationship. They want to restore balance. They want this relationship to be equanimous, where you are working side by side with each other, not against each other, to build this relationship to a happy and healthy one. And these relationships, they can't become healthy and happy by themselves. Well, the happiness can be there for sure, but in order to have a healthy relationship, it does take both of you. And your person is saying here, I am going to do the work. I will do what it takes. I will be more giving. I will be more like you. I will be more compassionate and understanding. I will be more nurturing. I will be more generous of my affection and of my love, because I regret all of the mistakes that I made, and I definitely regret not having you in my life right now, because it is tearing me apart to not be around you. I have done a lot of thinking. I've done a lot of soul searching. And yes, guys, if you are going through that dark night of the soul, you are going to do a lot of soul searching, because as we already mentioned, it's the only way to get through it and the only way to pull yourself up and out of it. It is an awakening that your person is having. They are awakening to the power of this connection, and they see and understand it all so much better now. But they are definitely feeling the heaviness of their broken heart and the guilt for bringing so much damage into this connection. And they certainly hope that they haven't ruined their opportunity to get back with you. I know that to be with you, I have to build back trust. Well, yes, and that is part of this give and take, part of this reciprocity, part of this balance that needs to be restored to this relationship, is rebuilding their trust, or your trust in them. They have to build back this trust and this confidence and this knowing that they're not ever going to create these kind of problems with you ever again. And you want to make sure that they are willing to do the work to make that happen. But they're saying here, I have to build back trust. I will build back trust. I will do all of the work necessary to show you that you can have faith in me again, that you can respect me again, that I will be there to be your partner, and I will work so diligently to make sure that you can see that I am trustworthy and loving and faithful to you in this connection. You need to understand that I will never leave you again, and I need to show you this. I don't care how hard I have to work. I don't care how long I have to prove this to you, because I plan on making this a part of my daily life. If I can have you back in my life again, I am just at this place at the moment where I am trying to find the right words to say to you, where I can show up and present this apology to you, because I don't want to blow it. I fear that I only have one chance to get it right here. And I don't want to blow this one chance with you to see if you are willing to allow me back into your life. I want to make sure that the words I say are honest and sincere, and that I say things that are meaningful, so you have your own clarity, your own understanding about why I made such a big, huge mess of our relationship, because it truly had nothing to do with you, but the things within me that I needed to work on, that I needed to fix. And this is what I am doing now, because I want to be accountable and responsible to you and to this relationship as we move forward together. Let's see what other messages the universe wants to share with the collective, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? This is Temperance. Temperance is such a beautiful card, because it is about the divine guidance that is here in this connection between you and your person. There is divine protection around this relationship. Don't believe that your angels and guides have abandoned you, guys watching the reading, because they haven't. They are there, and they are diligently working with both you and your person to encourage this reunion for both of you. Your angels and guides are all around you all the time. All you have to do is call out to them and ask them for help, and they will show up because that is what they love to do. Temperance is about the blending of your souls. It is about the blending of your essences, which is why we can say this is a soulmate or twin flame connection. Please just take it as it resonates. But as well, this is also about your person wanting to test the water here by sticking their foot into the water and reaching out to you and see if you are willing to start talking to them again. But temperance is all about, as well, building a solid relationship. We have to think of temperance like tempered steel, which is one of the hardest substances there is, and it is heated up, pounded out, and cooled off over 500 times, which makes it unbendable and unbreakable. And this is how your person truly wants to rebuild this relationship with you. They don't want to break it ever again. This is why they are doing the work that they need to do. This is why they're going to put forth the effort and energy, oh so much of it as well, to build back your trust, confidence, and faith in them, because they know they can't just show up and have everything go back to how it was. They know that it has to be different because they are listening to the guidance that is coming in from their angels and guides that are saying, okay, this is what you need to do, giving your person signs and synchronicities, perhaps even bombarding them for some of you, because for some of you, I do feel like your person can be a bit on the stubborn side, but they are shifting and they are changing and evolving because the universe is at work in this relationship. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Sagittarius, this can be a place of validation for you that there's a message here. You do not have to be a Sagittarius for this reading to work for you or resonate with you. They are collective readings and they are for all signs. I just call out the signs that go to the cards because so many people have asked us to in the comments and in the premieres as well. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? This is the Six of Cups. Well, the Six of Cups is about your person thinking about you, and the way that it feels to me right now, and what I'm hearing is it's more than thinking. They are dwelling on you. They are thinking about you all the time throughout the day, when they go to sleep at night, all day through the night as well, having dreams, wanting to be able to connect to you in that 5D space because they feel safe in the warmth of your love. But this Six of Cups is also causing them to have this self-reflection and do this healing work that is part of this Temperance card so that they can understand where they let you both down, where they made all these mistakes. And this Six of Cups is about them taking those trips down memory lane and replaying all of those conversations and all of those difficult scenes between the two of you that were harsh and that were hurtful, and that as well is causing them to feel so many regrets. But the Six of Cups is about someone returning from the past, and this is definitely your person saying here, I am coming back. I want to start over with you if you're going to give me this chance to present this love offer to you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? The Six of Swords. I actually love the Six of Swords always because it's about a couple of things here. First of all, it is about communication, because the Six of Swords is a card of technology. So communication coming through phone, text, email. But it also supporting this Temperance card because it is about dipping your toe in the water, trying to see if they are going to, what I'm hearing is your person is going to dip their toe in the water and see if you are going to respond to them when they reach out to you. They are thinking, though, about what they're going to say. The Six of Swords is also a card of transition, and it tells us that your person is definitely going through this period of transition, leaving all of this harsh, negative stuff, all of that emotional baggage, all of their bad habits and behaviors in the past, and going forward to this lighter, brighter place of peace, tranquility, and harmony for your person as they heal these things. But then as they come back into your life, also your relationship will be more balanced, peaceful, and tranquil as well. Let's see what other messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages do we need? The Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands as well because it is all about starting over. Let's begin again. Such a powerful reading on the bottom, guys, considering what your person is going through with their sorrow, sadness, and heartbreak right now. This Ace of Wands is about the spiritual growth that is happening for your person during the time that you are away from each other, which makes sense since it came with that Six of Swords right next to it. That is about the transition, leaving the darkness in the past, moving forward to this lighter, brighter future with you. The Ace of Wands is also a card of starting over. Let us begin again. Only this time, our relationship will be on a higher level because both of you have gone through this transformation while you have been away from each other. You probably as well have gone through a dark night while you've been away from your person. You guys watching the reading, and that is where spiritual growth occurs because it is the only way that any of us can get through it. But with that Ace of Wands as well, your person feels a lot of passion for you, and they want to embrace you, and they want to hold you, and they want to start spending time with you to rebuild this relationship, but also with a very powerful spiritual foundation, which is going to kick this connection between the two of you up several notches. Like you're on video game level 24, now you're going to be on video game level 523 when this person returns, because you have both raised your vibration as a result of this preparing for union space that you are in right now, which is all part of why you are going through what you're going through right now. This separation is part of the design. And while it is a difficult thing to go through and experience, it is also an integral part of this journey that you have with them. You meet, you spend time together, and then there's always something that happens. There's always some sort of crisis that causes a separation. And in this space that you are in right now, that I prefer to call preparing for union, you are both growing and evolving, gaining spiritual awareness, so that when you come back together, this relationship is built on a higher vibration, because you have both been going through some ascension during all of this growth that you're going through. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? The Queen of Cups. Well, this is about your person having so much love for you, which really validates the first card that we got in the reading. The one person that I love more than anyone. The Queen of Cups is all about love, feelings, and emotions, because the Queen of Cups rules the emotional realm, and your person acknowledging again that you are so very loving, caring, and giving to them. You've been so very patient and kind to them, and they can see that you love them with a love that no one has ever loved them with. And perhaps for some of you, this person didn't feel worthy of that love. And this is part of what they are also having to figure out, that they are worthy, that they do deserve love, and they deserve your love. But more importantly, that they need to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And all of this is what is going to help this relationship hit its place of stability, so that you can have this future with each other. The Queen of Cups is a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But you guys, you don't have to be Sagittarius or a water sign for these readings to resonate with you. They truly are for everyone. Just please take in from the reading what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. Your person wants to tell you how they feel about you. And that is going to be one of the very first things they do in your first time that you're spending together. I feel that that's something they want to do in person. I don't feel that that's something that they want to send you in a text. Although it may make some of you feel great to hear that in a text, and perhaps that is something that they could do, since we do have this Six of Swords, which is about technology here. But your person wants to rebuild your trust, and they know that they're going to have to do some of this in person with you. They know that they need to show up for you and show you that they are going to be there for you and that you can depend on them. With this Queen of Cups card being here, they see you as someone who is so very nurturing, so very wise, intuitive, giving, caring, and loving. And these are the things that they want to reciprocate back to you, because as they say here, the dynamic between us needs more balance, and I am going to give to you in a way that you have never seen me give before, because I have definitely had a wake-up call during the time that we are away from each other, and I can see and understand now why I created all of this drama between us, and I don't want it to be part of our relationship anymore. I want to show up for you and show you and tell you how much I love you. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And I do feel that this has been your person very much, just kind of drifting through life for many of you out there watching the reading. But I feel that this is telling us that your person is going to be more proactive. And look, this comes with number 14, just like the Temperance card does. This is about your person not drifting, and this is about them standing up and coming back to you to prove to you that you can have faith and trust and confidence in them again. This is about them not just drifting along anymore because they've been drifting away from you. This is about them standing up, getting up, and start making their way towards you because they're missing you, they long for you, they are working on themselves, they want to show you that they have grown up and that they can be accountable and responsible for themselves, for this relationship, for the love that they feel for you, and that they are understanding so much more now how the universe works. It has given them this awakening that they needed. Something needed to come along to shake them up and wake them up, and if that broken heart that your person is feeling right now in regard to how they treated you and how they acted towards you, then that is what has needed to happen for your person to feel all of these things, because it is waking them up. It's kind of like making them see and understand, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done is what I'm hearing. But again, we learn through these experiences. We learn through heartache and pain. We learn through having to go through the things that hurt us and break our hearts so that we can get to the other side of that and then start doing something about it. And that's what your person is doing. No longer drifting. This is about them being proactive and taking action to repair this relationship between the two of you. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. This card comes with number 45. But 4 plus 5 does equal 9. And I feel that that is telling us about the end of this cycle of separation that's here between you and your person. Your person's definitely going through something difficult here, guys. And, you know, I feel that it's part of what they have to take on. It's part of what they have to take ownership, because they can easily acknowledge here that this is something they brought upon themselves. And they know that they have no one to blame but themselves for bringing all of this into their life and yours as well. But that is why they want to show up and apologize to you. Forgiveness. They want to repair this connection. They want to stitch it back together. They want to start over. They want to return. They want to come back into your life because they're able to see and understand that the two of you have such a powerful connection, and they know that they will never love anyone the way that they love you, and they know that no one will ever love them the way that you love them. Right? That is absolutely a truth, guys. This is the prayer. This card is, I think this is 65, guys. I think that's 65 LXV in Roman numerals, the prayer. Well, I feel your person has been doing a lot of praying at the moment because, again, if they're going through this darkness, it's the only way that they're going to be able to work through it. The only way you can get through it is to look up, and that is part of this divine guidance that comes with that Temperance card that is helping this connection. It's what is leading, guiding, and directing your person. Remember, you have divine protection around this relationship. It may not feel that you do, but you truly do. Sometimes we get into these kind of situations and we think that the universe has abandoned us, but they haven't. It's just that we have to relinquish our control. We've got to let go. We have to surrender, because where is the power? It's not within ourselves. It is in the people upstairs. It is in the universe. It is with our angels and guides. It is with our ancestors. It is with God. Whatever it is for your person or for you, that is what I feel this is saying. Release and surrender and let go. But also, to pray for your person, to say prayers for them, to lift them up, to send them light, to send them love, to send them courage and clarity. Pray for their courage, pray for their clarity. Saying a prayer for your person is something that you can do every day. And the better prayer is to say, I pray that they have courage. I pray that they can see things clearly. I pray that they can awaken. I pray that they can find their power. I pray that they can find their confidence to reach out to me. Praying for them to come back is probably not the best prayer, because they need to have all of these other things in their life in order for them to return. And that prayer of asking for their courage, confidence, and empowerment is truly a prayer that comes from your unconditional love for this person. So let's see what else we need to hear for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Lessons. And here we have probably a father teaching his child how to ride a bike. And you know, guys, this is all about the life lessons between the two of you. Part of the reason why you are in each other's lives is to have these life lessons and experiences that support your transformation, your transition, your spiritual growth, your personal growth, and your awakening. Seeing the big picture. Well, I do feel your person is definitely seeing more of the big picture now than they ever have before, because they are definitely aware that they have done some damage here in this connection. But more importantly, they are taking ownership of it. And by them taking ownership of it, it shows us that they are growing up, because they want to apologize. They want to ask your forgiveness, because they want to have this chance to start over with you. Learning important lessons in life. Yes, I do feel that this is about your person learning these lessons also. Definitely. And that is part of the process of all of this as well. And you can say a prayer for them that they can quickly and effectively learn their lessons, overcoming difficult lessons. Well, I have to say, you guys know what it's like. These life lessons that come during this separation phase that you are in right now, that you're experiencing, you guys watching the reading, these are the most difficult life lessons that you will ever have for this lifetime, because you love this person, you care for them. It is trying your patience, and patience is a life lesson, and unconditional love is a life lesson. And learning these lessons can be overwhelming. It can be hard. It takes a lot of courage and grace to learn the life lessons that you are learning right now. And I do feel it's very important for you guys to give yourselves a big, huge hug and show yourself how proud you should be of yourself. Well, actually, show yourself how proud you are of yourselves for overcoming so much of this and for learning the lessons the way that you need to. And your person is learning these lessons as well. They may have tried to run from them. They may have tried to resist them, but ultimately they can't, because they're going to have to learn these lessons one way or another. That is part of the plan that the universe has set down for you guys for this lifetime. Warrior spirit, relentless commitment to challenges. Yes, and I do feel that this is about your person rising to the challenge here. Remember, we were talking about this drifter, about how they were experiencing life as it comes, and perhaps for some of you, your person just sort of like drifting through life and kind of like letting what happen and not taking accountability or responsibility, or fighting for what they desire or what they deserve or what they want. This is about them changing all of that, because this is someone who is going to master themselves. This is about someone who is going to rise up and do what is necessary. So this tells us that any prayers that you are putting out there for your person are going to be positive. They're going to be successful, because the people upstairs are going to help your person work through all of their issues, just like they have helped you. But this is about your person standing up and doing something about it. Think of it like the Seven of Wands in the Tarot. Someone who's going to stand up and fight and do what is necessary to defeat all of the things that have held them back, to have that courage and confidence within themselves so that they can show back up for you and start rebuilding this relationship by regaining your trust. And that trust is something that they're going to have to work to rebuild, and they know this. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? Rock bottom. Well, must persevere and face life head on to master situations that challenge you to learn to push the boundaries of life. Okay, and we have been talking about this dark night throughout this reading off and on, and that is definitely a rock bottom place. But where do you go from being in this rock bottom place? You go up. You have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, up and out of that hole, and start making your way towards the light. And this is as what I feel your person is going to do. They're going to face life head on, no longer drifting. They're going to persevere. They are being challenged at the moment to learn to push the boundaries of life, because they are having to take responsibility for all of the things that they brought into this relationship that didn't belong here. All of their bad habits, all of their toxic and dysfunctional behaviors, all of their old emotional wounds, the way that they spoke to you that was so hurtful, for self-sabotaging this relationship, that behavior as well, and everything else that they brought into this relationship. They're having to acknowledge it, and they are having to get rid of all of those issues one by one, just ticking them off, kicking them away, and getting rid of them. That is going to help pull this person, your person, up and out of this rock bottom place, which is where they are pulling themselves up and out of, because these cards in this tarot portion of the reading are about spiritual growth, coming back, going through transition, letting things go, healing, wanting to have this opportunity to start over. This is about the spiritual growth. This Ace of Wands is about coming through that dark night of the soul successfully, because your person has a warrior spirit, and returning to the light of the love that is you and this relationship, and being able to start telling you how they feel about you. Your person, sometimes we have to hit that rock bottom place, guys, to be able to get ourselves together and get ourselves up and out of it and moving forward on the journey that we are supposed to be living in our lives. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? Self-love. Busting through your limiting beliefs, you'll discover your self-worth. A long journey to self-love. Okay. Busting through, it could be bursting. Sometimes these cards don't have the the right spelling on them. Bursting through your limiting beliefs, you'll discover your self-worth. This is what your person is doing. They are discovering their worth, and they are finding that they want to be worthy of you and of your love and of this relationship. I do feel for some of you out there watching this reading, they didn't feel that they were worthy of you or of this connection in the past. And that can be why they created so much drama, so much chaos and conflict, self-sabotaging all of it, because they didn't feel that they were worthy of you or of this love. And again, perhaps they did not feel lovable. Perhaps they felt they didn't deserve love. But this is part of this process. It's part of the life lessons. It's part of this rock bottom. It is part of going through this dark night experience. And at the moment, your person feeling all of this heartache and heartbreak and shame and disappointment and grief and guilt that they brought on themselves because they needed to go through all of this. This is what your person has needed to go through in order to meet you halfway, in order to give back to you, in order to be the partner who can tell you how they feel, so you can start over on this higher vibration energy that comes with that Ace of Wands. And that is what will give this relationship so much more sustainability, to go the distance and bring you guys to this beautiful place of reconciliation, union with your person. It's also important for you guys watching the reading to practice some self-love as well, because you may have hit your own rock bottom place. Do something every day, no matter what it is, to show yourself how much you love yourself, because you are worthy of your own love just as much as your person is worthy of your love. So what is happening here, I feel, is that your person is acknowledging that by running away from this connection, by abandoning this love, by creating so much chaos and conflict and separation between the two of you, they have broken their own heart as well as yours. And they are seeing and understanding what they need to do to heal it. Not only do they need to ask you to forgive them, with this repairing the veil, they need to forgive themselves. And this is part of the process for them coming out of this dark space, this rock bottom space. It is part of the process of this self-love that they are trying to embody at the moment as well. But it's also part of this warrior spirit, because your person is a fighter, and they are going to come up and out of this dark night to start making their way back towards you, so that you can have this reconciliation, this fresh start in this relationship with your person that will be rebuilt at a higher vibration, so the two of you have this chance to take this relationship all the way to the finish line. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.